We're going to look at creating our project with the GDevelop, but first I'm going to talk about the two different options for GDevelop. One is through their website at gdevelop.io, which you see demonstrated here in my web browser. And when I switch over here, there is a desktop version. So the difference between the two is when we click to create a new game, and we're going to click to empty project, we do get the ability on the desktop to either save it to our computer or the GDevelop cloud. So if you are working across multiple desktops, the GDevelop cloud would be the most efficient, and the desktop will keep it very set to wherever you work. So to create our project, we're going to go to create and then create a new game, empty project, and we're going to go with, I'm choosing the desktop and mobile landscape. If I'm going to just focus strictly on desktop, then I can choose that option, or mobile. And it likes to create different project names, so if you don't like this, you can just always randomize it, and that's the way it works. And if you're planning to use pixel art in your game, you do want to check boxes, as this saves you an additional step further on. So from there, I'm going to keep that to those settings and create a new game. What we're looking at here is the latest GDevelop interface. There certainly has been changes here. And we have a Hamburger menu up here, which guides you to some other settings to help you with managing your file, like for example, your preferences, how you want to, the different things you want to view, a help doc, your game settings and resources that you'll navigate to periodically during a game development to be able to work with scenes, extensions, external events, and external layouts. Back to our scene, the biggest thing to always keep in mind is we have these tabs. So each scene will have a main scene and an events tab. And sometimes that can be a bit confusing, navigate between the two. But in the scene tab, this is where we actually build the game. And we can always switch it from a 3D to a 2D view. But throughout this whole project, I'm going to stick to 2D. We have an objects panel, so at any time I want to view all the game objects, I can click on that or hide it if I want more view area to view the project. We have object groups if I need it, closing the property panel, finding all the instances in our project, and basically every game object you add to your game into the scene here will become an instance, and you can use this to quickly select it. We have layers, and layers deals with the layers of a game. I cover that more detail in a future video as well. And a grid, just to kind of snap things more into place, which I demonstrate further on in the lessons. And there we go. So now that GDevelop is open and we have our project open, we can continue on the next step of exploring tile maps.